Life can feel overwhelming sometimes. There are days when your heart feels heavy, your mind is restless, and your soul feels lost. Maybe you've been battling sadness for too long. Maybe anxiety has stolen your peace. Maybe anger keeps bubbling up inside you, making you say things you regret. Or maybe you feel completely alone, wondering why life keeps testing you again and again. If you've ever felt this way, then this video is for you. No matter how strong we are, there comes a time when we all feel weak, a time when the burdens of life weigh us down, a time when our problems seem bigger than our strength. But remember, your struggles are not a sign of weakness. They are a part of life. Even the strongest people have moments of pain. Even the most faithful believers go through trials, and even the happiest hearts sometimes break. But here's the truth. You are never alone in your struggles. Allah is always with you. He sees every tear you shed, every prayer you whisper, and every silent battle you fight. And He has given us guidance on how to deal with these emotions. Islam is not just a religion, it is a way of life, a path that teaches us how to handle sadness, how to overcome anxiety, how to control anger, and how to find hope in the darkest moments. In this video, we will explore what Islam teaches us about these emotions. We will learn how to find peace in difficult times, how to stay strong in moments of weakness, and how to heal our hearts through faith. More importantly, we will remind ourselves that no matter what we are going through, Allah's mercy is greater, His wisdom is deeper, and His love for us never fades. So if you're feeling lost, hurt, or overwhelmed, stay with me. Let's explore the powerful lessons from the Quran and the teachings of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, that will help us navigate these emotions with strength, patience, and faith. And before we begin, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It helps us spread the message of Islam and bring comfort to those who need it. Feeling sad? Allah is with you. There are moments in life when sadness feels overwhelming. It's as if the world has turned against you, and no matter how much you try, you cannot shake off the heavy feeling in your heart. You feel alone, lost, and unsure about what the future holds. You look around and see people smiling, laughing, and living their lives while you are stuck in pain that no one else seems to understand. But dear brother, dear sister, know this. You are never alone. Allah is always with you. No matter how dark your days become, no matter how heavy your heart feels, Allah's mercy is greater than your pain. He sees what others do not. He hears the silent cries that no one else notices. He knows what is deep inside your heart, even when you cannot put it into words. The world can sometimes be a cruel place. People may hurt you, abandon you, and leave you when you need them the most. Life will test you in ways you never expected. But do not let your sadness define you. Do not let it convince you that you are forgotten. Because you are not forgotten. You are deeply loved by the One who created you. He knows every tear that falls from your eyes, and He promises that this pain you are feeling is not without purpose. Every hardship has a reason. Every trial is a lesson. And every struggle is temporary. He said, I do not complain of my anguish and sorrow to anyone but Allah, and I know from Allah what you do not know. It teaches us that it is okay to feel sad. Even the prophets felt sadness. But what made them different was where they took their sadness. Instead of drowning in sorrow, instead of letting it consume them, they turned to Allah. They cried to Him, they spoke to Him, and they found peace in knowing that Allah is the best planner. If you are feeling sad today, know that it is okay. You do not have to pretend that everything is fine. You do not have to force yourself to smile when your heart is breaking. Instead, take a deep breath, make wuzu, and talk to Allah. Sit down in prayer and tell Him everything, every single thing that is in your heart. Cry if you need to. Let your emotions out. Because Allah is listening. He is always listening. And the most beautiful thing? He never gets tired of hearing your voice. The more you call upon Him, the closer He brings you to Him. Sadness does not last forever. It may feel like this pain will never go away, but just as the night is always followed by the morning, your sadness will be followed by relief. Allah promises us in the Quran that after hardship comes ease. It is a divine promise that never fails. The key is to hold on. Do not let sadness pull you away from Allah. Let it bring you closer to Him. When your heart is aching, turn to Him. When you feel like giving up, remember that Allah never gives up on you. When life feels like too much, place your trust in the One who controls everything. So today, right now, promise yourself that you will not let sadness win. You will not let it take over your heart. You will rise. You will pray. You will trust. Because Allah is with you. He has always been with you, and He will never leave you. This sadness you feel is not a punishment. It is a reminder that you need Allah more than anything else, a reminder that Jannah is worth every pain, a reminder that better days are coming. Feeling anxious? Trust in Allah. Anxiety can feel like a heavy storm inside your heart. It makes you restless, worried, and afraid of things that may never even happen. Your mind races with endless what-ifs. What if things go wrong? What if I fail? It feels like no matter how much you try to calm yourself, your heart refuses to settle. You feel trapped inside your own thoughts, unable to escape the worries that keep piling up. But dear brother, dear sister, you are not alone in this struggle. Allah sees your fears. He knows what is weighing on your heart, and He wants you to turn to Him with complete trust. Anxiety often comes from feeling like you are in control of everything. You feel responsible for every outcome, every decision, every detail of your life. And when things do not go as planned, you panic. But the truth is, you were never meant to control everything. That is Allah's job. He is the best disposer of affairs. He is the one who takes care of everything, down to the smallest details. Your job is not to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. Your job is to do your best and leave the rest to Him. Allah reminds us in the Quran and provides Him with what He needs from where He does not even imagine. And whoever places his trust in Allah, He is sufficient for him. Surely Allah is to accomplish His purpose. Allah has set a measure for everything. It tells us that when we place our trust in Allah, He takes care of everything. He handles the things that we cannot handle. He solves the problems that we cannot solve. He opens doors that we never even knew existed. But we have to trust Him. We have to let go of our fears and hand them over to Him. Anxiety is a sign that you are thinking too much and trusting too little. It is a sign that you are carrying burdens that are meant to be handed over to Allah. Dear brother, dear sister, it is time to let go. Whatever is making you anxious right now, whatever is keeping you up at night, place it in Allah's hands. He knows the outcome of every situation. He knows what is best for you, even when you do not understand it yet. Maybe the thing you are worrying about will never even happen. Maybe the thing you are afraid of losing will be replaced with something better. Maybe the hardship you are facing right now is preparing you for something greater. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a moment and whisper these words. Ya Allah, I trust You. I do not know what is coming next, but I know that You are in control. I leave my worries in Your hands. Anxiety does not disappear overnight. It takes time. It takes effort. But every time you feel the worry creeping in, remind yourself, Allah is taking care of me. Every time you feel overwhelmed, say, Allah is enough for me, because He truly is. He is your protector, your provider, your guide, and He has never abandoned you, not even for a single second. So trust Him. Trust Him even when things seem uncertain. Trust Him even when the road ahead looks scary. Trust Him even when you do not understand, because the One who created you will never let you down. Feeling depressed? Allah's mercy is greater. There are times in life when everything feels dark. You wake up in the morning, but you feel no excitement for the day ahead. You try to smile, but inside, your heart feels empty. You feel disconnected from the world, from people, and even from yourself. No matter how much you try to be happy, the sadness does not go away. It sits inside your heart like a heavy stone, making even the simplest tasks feel impossible. But dear brother, dear sister, listen to this. Allah sees your pain. He knows what you are going through. He understands every silent tear, every unspoken sorrow, and every moment of hopelessness. You are not alone. You have never been alone. Depression can make you feel like you are worthless, like nothing you do matters. But that is not true. You matter to Allah. You are valuable in His eyes. You are His creation, and He loves you more than you can ever imagine. Sometimes, depression comes from feeling like you have failed. Maybe you made mistakes. Maybe you feel distant from Allah. Maybe you think that you are not good enough. But Allah's mercy is greater than your past. No matter what you have done, no matter how lost you feel, Allah is always ready to forgive you, to heal you, and to guide you back. Allah reminds us in the Quran, "Say, on my behalf, O servants of mine who have acted recklessly against their own selves, do not despair of Allah's mercy. Surely Allah will forgive all sins. Surely He is the one who is the most forgiving, the very merciful." It tells us that no matter what we have done, no matter how broken we feel, Allah's mercy is always there. He is always ready to accept us, to forgive us, and to bring us closer to Him. We are never too far gone. Depression tells you that there is no way out. But that is a lie. There is always a way out, and that way is Allah. The pain you are feeling right now is not forever. The sadness that fills your heart will not last forever. Allah is preparing something better for you. He is guiding you toward healing, but you have to hold on. If you feel like you are drowning, hold on to your salah. Even if you do not feel like praying, even if your heart feels empty, keep praying. Keep calling upon Allah. Keep making dua. Even if all you can say is, "Ya Allah, help me," say it, because He is listening. Take small steps toward healing. Talk to someone you trust. Take care of your body. Get some fresh air. Recite the Quran, even if it's just one verse. Keep going, even when it feels impossible. Depression tries to convince you that you are alone, that no one cares. But that is not true. Allah cares, and there are people in this world who care too. You are loved more than you realize. Allah's mercy is greater than your pain, greater than your struggles, greater than your depression. Hold on to Him. Better days are coming. Feeling angry? Control your tongue. Anger is one of the strongest and most dangerous emotions. It can take over your mind and body in an instant, making you say or do things you later regret. It feels like a fire burning inside, making your heart race and your hands shake. When you are angry, your words become sharp like knives, and you might hurt the people you love the most. Friendships break, families suffer, and relationships are destroyed, all because of uncontrolled anger. But is anger itself bad? Anger is a natural human emotion. The real test is not whether you feel anger, but how you respond to it. Do you let it control you, or do you control it? Islam teaches us that a strong person is not the one who fights and overpowers others, but the one who controls his anger. This is where true strength lies, not in raising your voice, but in lowering it, not in striking back, but in holding back. Allah tells us in the Quran, "The ones who spend, for Allah's sake, in prosperity and adversity, and those who control anger and forgive people. And Allah loves those who are good in their deeds." Allah loves those who control their anger. Imagine that. Every time you hold back your anger, every time you choose to stay silent instead of saying something hurtful, Allah is watching you, and He is pleased with you. When you feel that burning anger inside, remind yourself that controlling it brings you closer to Allah. Think about a time when you were really angry. Maybe someone insulted you. Maybe they hurt you in a way you never expected. In that moment, you had two choices. You could react with rage and say words that would cause more damage, or you could take a deep breath, remain silent, and walk away. Which one takes more strength? Which one brings you more peace? This means that true power is not in shouting the loudest or getting revenge. True power is in staying calm, in holding back your tongue, and in choosing patience. But how do we control our anger when it feels impossible? The Prophet, peace be upon him, gave us many beautiful ways to do this. One of the most effective ways is to seek refuge in Allah. Whenever you feel anger rising, say, "I seek refuge in Allah from the accursed devil." Shaitan loves anger. He whispers to you, pushing you to say things that will cause harm. But when you call upon Allah, Shaitan loses his power over you. Another powerful method is to stay silent. When you are angry, your tongue becomes a dangerous weapon, but silence is your shield. If you do not say anything in the heat of the moment, you will not regret anything later. No one has ever looked back and regretted staying quiet during anger, but many people regret the words they spoke when they were upset. The Prophet, peace be upon him, also taught us that changing our position helps calm anger. If you are standing when you feel angry, sit down. If you are sitting, lie down. This small action makes a big difference. It helps your body relax and gives you a moment to think before you react. Another beautiful way to calm anger is to make wuzu. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said that anger comes from Shaitan, and Shaitan was created from fire. Water puts out fire, so making wuzu cools you down physically and emotionally. Try it the next time you feel anger taking over. Feel the cool water washing away your frustration. Most importantly, remember the reward of patience. Every time you control your anger, Allah raises your rank. Every time you forgive someone who has wronged you, Allah forgives you. Imagine standing before Allah on the day of judgment, and He tells you, "Because you forgave others, today I forgive you." What greater reward could there be? Anger is a test. It is easy to give in to rage, but it takes real strength to stay patient. Do not let Shaitan win. Be strong. Be patient. Control your tongue, and Allah will bless you with peace in this life and the next. Life is full of challenges, but remember, you are never alone. Every tear you shed, every hardship you face, and every silent prayer you whisper is seen and heard by Allah. He knows your pain, He understands your struggles, and He has promised that after every hardship, there is ease. Whenever you feel anxious, sad, or angry, remind yourself that Allah is in control. No difficulty lasts forever, and no sadness is permanent. Put your trust in Him, turn to Him in prayer, and hold on to hope. The darkest night will always be followed by the light of dawn. Allah's mercy is greater than any problem you face. If this video helped you in any way, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Your support helps spread the message of Islam and brings comfort to others who need it. May Allah fill your heart with peace, your mind with wisdom, and your life with endless blessings.